Hello and welcome back to Planet Nibiru, where anything is possible. This video is brought to you by Dialplate.org, the automotive phone book. Today, we'll be looking at some real footage of cryptids, strange creatures with no historical reference. These creatures could be new genetic mutations or genetic creations that have popped out of nowhere and been filmed. I cannot say why these creatures seem to be appearing so often these days. The common sense answer seems to suggest that we have made many gains and advances in genetic engineering technologies lately, and we probably have some folks creating these genetic hybrids at home or in their labs. When folks create these hybrids, if they aren't following strict protocols, they can lose these creatures to the wild, or perhaps they're even creating them and letting them loose on purpose. It's hard to tell the origins of these animals in these clips, but I do know that they are kinda creepy and they are quite real. First up is the least credible clip on the list. Now I say least credible because we cannot tell exactly what it is. Some folks say it's human, but I don't think a human can crawl upside down under a bridge that fast and that sure-footed. It's moving like it's no big deal and it does it all the time. I just don't know that any human can do that. The limbs do kind of resemble a human's, but they do kind of seem to be all the same length too, which is very unhuman. Along with the movements being way too skilled to be a human, the body also appears to be a bit small for a human as well. Now, take a look at this strange bird that looks like it was crossed with a lizard or maybe even a turtle. This was caught on film in Mexico and has made the rounds in the news outlets, and the story has been played several news stations, and even National Geographic has been reported on it. It happened in Monterrey, Mexico, when villagers noticed that this bird appeared to have leathery skin and a very strange mouth. The longer they observed the bird, the more that they thought it was something out of the ordinary. Eventually, they left and returned with more people and found some food to entice the bird. With some patience, they were able to lure the bird into a trap while feeding it. When they studied the bird up close, they were sure that it was like no bird that they had ever seen before. The bird was eventually turned over to the Mexican National Zoological Institute for further study and classification. There have been so many of these hybrid animals lately that it's hard to keep track of them. How about this water buffalo crocodile hybrid that was born in Thailand? This is the only picture I could find, and scientists are still running tests to find out what this thing is and how it came to be. Now, these cryptid creatures continue to appear all over the world. In another video that was shown on the History Channel, we have the Florida sea beast. Florida fisherman Gene Sauerwein has been out fishing all day, and he was just about ready to pack it in when he noticed a disturbance in the water. After watching it for a few minutes, he noticed that whatever it was not only huge, but it also had a snake-like body that was similar to the Loch Ness Monster. Gene was even able to capture a few seconds of video on his cell phone showing the massive beast's snake-like head emerging from the water and the pieces of its body protruding from the water as well. Now, he knew that nobody would believe him if he didn't have at least another witness and some better video, so he went to shore and he called his brother, who showed up at the boat landing with a much better camera, and after returning to the spot, with very little hope that the beast would still be there, they were both stunned to find out that the beast was indeed still in the very same spot that he had left it. He and his brother shot film for over a half hour, and they saw the beast several times. You can plainly see in some of this footage that there is a large fin or flipper that emerges from the water in one clip. Scientists have not been able to identify what this animal is as of yet, but both Gene and his brother are sure what they saw was no fish or any type of common animal. They are convinced that what they saw is some sort of cryptid that's left over from a long time ago. It's very similar to the Loch Ness Monster. Although some conspiracy forums have listed the beast as a possible genetic experiment. Another possible genetic experiment, and possibly the most credible clip of all in this video, comes from the Alaska Bureau of Land Management, when they caught this creature on film. It has been the subject of many news stories and conspiracy forums alike. It was also featured on the Discovery Channel, and it's been dubbed the Alaskan water assassin, and as of yet, it has not yet been positively identified. Scientists have offered differing opinions, as well as many local hunters and fishermen, but none of them have been proven. Until there is some solid proof, it still remains another mystery. So what do you guys think? Do these cryptids make your skin crawl, or do you think that they're fake? Could they just be a normal animal that is mistaken for something new? Watch the video over and then get in the comment section and let us know what you think. Thanks so much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.